FAQs about Melampodium Jackpot Gold, my experience and insights. I've spent quite a bit of time working with various plants in my garden, but Melampodium Jackpot Gold has been a real standout. This plant has become one of my favorites for several reasons. From its vibrant color to its ease of care, it's a great addition to any garden. In this article, I'll answer some common questions about Melampodium Jackpot Gold and share my personal experiences and tips. What is Melampodium Jackpot Gold? Melampodium Jackpot Gold is a compact, flowering plant known for its bright yellow blooms. It's an annual that thrives in warm climates, making it perfect for summer gardens. The plant has a bushy growth habit and typically reaches a height of about 12 to 18 inches. This makes it ideal for borders, containers, and garden beds where you want a splash of color. How to care for Melampodium Jackpot Gold. Light requirements. One of the reasons I love Melampodium Jackpot Gold is its sun-loving nature. It thrives in full sun, so I always make sure to plant it in a spot where it can get at least 6 hours of direct sunlight each day. In my experience, the more sun it gets, the more vibrant the flowers are. Watering Melampodium Jackpot Gold is fairly drought-tolerant, which makes it a low-maintenance choice for gardeners. I usually water it deeply once a week, ensuring the soil is well drained. However, during particularly hot and dry spells, I might increase the watering frequency. The key is to let the soil dry out between waterings to prevent root rot. Soil. This plant isn't too picky about soil, but it does best in well-drained, fertile soil. I usually mix in some compost before planting to give it a nutrient boost. If your soil is heavy or clay-like, consider adding some sand or perlite to improve drainage. Fertilization. In my garden, I found that Melampodium Jackpot Gold doesn't require much fertilization. I typically use a balanced, slow-release fertilizer when I first plant it. After that, I might feed it once or twice during the growing season, especially if the blooms start to slow down. Melampodium Jackpot Gold height. As I mentioned earlier, Melampodium Jackpot Gold typically grows to about 12 to 18 inches in height. This compact size makes it versatile for different planting schemes. Whether you're looking to fill in the front of a border or add some height to a container, this plant fits in nicely without overwhelming its neighbors. How to propagate Melampodium Jackpot Gold. Propagation is straightforward with this plant. Melampodium Jackpot Gold seeds are readily available and easy to grow. I usually start my seeds indoors about 6 to 8 weeks before the last frost date. I sow them in a seed starting mix, keeping the soil moist and the temperature around 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Germination typically takes about 7 to 14 days. Once the seedlings are big enough to handle, I transplant them into individual pots. When the weather warms up and all danger of frost has passed, I move them outside. Direct sowing is also an option if you prefer to plant them straight into the garden after the last frost. What to plant with Melampodium Jackpot Gold? In my garden, I like to pair Melampodium Jackpot Gold with other sun-loving annuals and perennials. It looks great alongside plants like marigolds, zinnias, and salvias. These companions not only complement the bright yellow blooms, but also share similar growing conditions, making them easy to care for together. I've also had success planting it with ornamental grasses. The contrast between the soft, flowing grasses and the bold, yellow flowers creates a striking visual effect. If you're into container gardening, consider mixing Melampodium Jackpot Gold with trailing plants like sweet potato vine or creeping jenny. The combination of upright and trailing forms adds depth and interest to containers. Common issues and how to address them. Melampodium Jackpot Gold is relatively pest and disease resistant, which is one of the reasons I keep coming back to it. However, like all plants, it's not completely immune to problems. Pests. In my experience, the most common pests are aphids and spider mites. If I notice any, I usually start by spraying the plant with a strong stream of water to knock the pests off. If that doesn't work, I turn to insecticidal soap, which is effective without harming beneficial insects. Diseases. The main disease issue I've encountered is powdery mildew, especially during humid weather. To prevent it, I make sure to space the plants properly to allow for good air circulation. If mildew does appear, I remove the affected leaves and treat the plant with a fungicide. Final thoughts. Melampodium Jackpot Gold has become a staple in my garden, and it's easy to see why. Its vibrant yellow flowers, compact size, and low-maintenance nature make it a winner. Whether you're an experienced gardener or a beginner, this plant is sure to bring some sunshine to your garden. If you're looking for a reliable, easy-to-grow annual that will brighten up your space, I highly recommend giving Melampodium Jackpot Gold a try. From planting the seeds to enjoying the blooms, it's a rewarding experience that adds beauty and color to any garden.